Today's our topics is important one, the viscera of kidney, which one is exclusively related with our excretory system of our body. This is the viscera of kidney. You can see. I'm for the I'll show it later, but first we have to know what are the structures presenting with kidney here. See, these are one pair of kidneys, that means right kidney and left kidney, right kidney and left kidney. Come closer. Right kidney, left kidney. This is the abdominal aorta. This one is the inferior vena cava. Remember, this inferior vena cava lies right to the abdominal aorta. Inferior vena cava lies right to the abdominal aorta. And here, along with this inferior vena cava, here some structures also present. This one is ureter. Left ureter is present here and right ureter is not present here, so we cannot show this one. This is the left ureter. Okay, I said this is the abdominal aorta, but this whole extent is not abdominal aorta. See, here presenting some, you can see the ventral branch of the abdominal aorta. You can see this is the celiac trunk. This one is superior mesenteric artery, inferior mesenteric artery. See, this one. These three are the ventral branch of the abdominal aorta, and just above the celiac trunk, this is the celiac trunk. Just above the celiac trunk, abdominal aorta started. Okay, so I said this whole extent is not abdominal aorta. Abdominal aorta is this portion, where up to the celiac trunk. That means just above the celiac trunk, this abdominal aorta started. So this part is from where? This is the part of the descending thoracic aorta. Descending thoracic aorta. Remember this. Again, just above the opening of the celiac trunk, this area for the abdominal aorta, and this part for the descending thoracic aorta. And these two are the terminal branch of the abdominal aorta, right and left common iliac artery. Right and left common iliac artery. These two are the terminal branch of the abdominal aorta. Then from the common iliac artery, these two are the external and internal iliac artery. This is the internal iliac artery and this is the external iliac artery. Internal iliac artery, external iliac artery. Okay? And here this is the inferior vena cava. This inferior vena cava is ascending from this inferior part, which is formed by the union of right and left common iliac vein from this both side. And then this inferior vena cava is formed, which one is ascend within this thoracic cavity through the vena caval opening and drain within the heart in the right atrium. So see, this is the viscera of kidney with abdominal aorta, inferior vena cava. This is the viscera of kidney, ureter with abdominal aorta and inferior vena cava. You can see this is the right kidney and this is the left kidney. I hold this right kidney slightly inferior than the left kidney. Slightly inferior than the left kidney. Why? Because in this upper area of the right kidney here present the right lobe of the lobar, which slightly depressed this right kidney to the inferior. That's why this right kidney lies inferior than the left kidney. And another important one is also you can see, or you can consider this one. This is the kidney. This is the long axis of the kidney. This is the long axis of the kidney, and this is the horizontal axis. Remember, this long axis of the kidney is directed downward and laterally. It is not lies in this horizontal position, vertical position, slightly oblique. Okay, this is the long axis of the kidney, and the next one is like that, horizontal axis. Okay, not in this position, in this position. Okay. This is the long axis of the kidney, which is lies obliquely, and this vertical position is horizontal axis, we slice in this manner. Okay, so this is the absolute position of the viscera. So this is the viscera of the right, this is the viscera of kidney with ureter and abdominal aorta, inferior vena cava. Okay, again see for the presenting feature here. This is right kidney, left kidney, abdominal aorta, inferior vena cava, and this ureter. Surface comes firstly. This is the anterior surface of the kidney. This is posterior surface of the kidney. This is the upper pole of the kidney, lower pole of the kidney. This is the lateral border of the kidney, medial border of the kidney. Medial border of the kidney is marked by an impression which is known as the hilum of the kidney. Hilum. So again, this is anterior surface of the kidney, and here posterior surface of the kidney. Upper pole, lower pole. Lateral border, medial border. I said medial border of the kidney is marked by a area known as the hilum. Hilum of the kidney. Through the hilum of the kidney, the structures are emerged and entering through here the renal artery, renal vein, and the pelvis of the ureter. Renal artery, renal vein, and pelvis of the ureter. Okay. Now, this anterior surface of the kidney, it is related with some viscera, while this posterior surface is related with the peritoneum. So we have to know which viscera are related with this anterior surface of the kidney. Firstly, come from the right side. This right side of the kidney or right kidney is related with, firstly in this area above this upper pole or close to with this upper pole. This area related with the suprarenal gland. This is area for the suprarenal gland, and then now this area for the hepatic impression of the kidney. This is the duodenal impression, hepatic impression, duodenal impression. This is the jejunal impression, and here this is the colic impression. Again, impression for the suprarenal gland, hepatic impression, duodenal impression, jejunal impression, colic impression. Colic means right colic flexure. Colic impression. Now come to this left side. Anterior surface or impression of the anterior surface of the left kidney. This area for the suprarenal gland. Then this area for the spleen. This is suprarenal gland. This is spleen. Then this area for the gastric impression. This one. Gastric impression, that means for the stomach. Then this is area for the pancreas. This area for the pancreas. This area for the jejunum, and this area for the colic impression, that means left colic flexure. আবার বলি, this area for the suprarenal gland, this area for the spleen, this is for gastric impression, then this area for the pancreatic impression, and here this area for the jejunal impression, and finally this is for the left colic flexure, colic impression. Okay, so these are the presenting feature from this kidney. Again, see, from this abdominal aorta, this is the celiac trunk, superior mesenteric artery, inferior mesenteric artery, and I said these three are the branches or ventral branches of abdominal aorta, and I said this is the abdominal aorta. Just above the celiac trunk, this portion is for the descending thoracic aorta. This one is the ureter, which comes from this hilum of the kidney after the ending of the pelvis of the ureter. Remember, this pelvis of the ureter is extended up to the lower border of the kidney, lower pole, this area, this portion. Up to this portion of this part of the ureter is known as the pelvis of the ureter. Then ureter proper is start from this lower pole of the kidney. This lower pole of the kidney, from here this ureter is started proper. Ureter proper is started. Okay, so these are all for this presenting feature from kidney. Okay, thank you very much.